And we're back. I think I'm understanding how you would do it. Finally, the secret ending, if it exists. I took a break for a couple days. I was doing other things, designing my own game, having some fun, hanging out with family. I'm pretty sure we have most things. I know I'm missing like certain incantations or certain things from the DLC, but I believe we did everything. So I kind of have a question.
Greetings. To experience the miracle, absolution.
I don't need absolution. So killing Gowry doesn't give me absolution. Huh. Yeah, because you need to do Millicent's quest in the way that it is. See, that's the problem with my fucking theory. Is I'm like, you're supposed to spare everyone, right? But then you get to Millicent, and that's... her whole quest can only truly conclude with you cleansing yourself if she dies. I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. So it throws everything out of whack. Alright. Level 1 slime, right? So we gotta start from level 1. 213 magic spells. And so it's incantations and sorceries. So in 213. I'm not counting. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah. I'm gonna skip these like smaller pages. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. Damn. 70. But how many did it say we would have? How many sorceries are there? It has them perfectly counted up to a point, and then it's like, I'm not counting all those. Damn. The struggle is real. This is why I was like, it's easier to make a brand new character and go through the game and just collect everything your first time. But then I realized the New Game Plus thing and was like, oh fuck. We need to be in New Game Plus 7 for the secret ending. God damn it, don't we? Damn. This game, there's so much to this game. It's gonna be like a 1,000-part series to get the true ending. Like, what the fuck, dude? Might as well get to it, right? So I think I need to pick the normal ending now, which is weird. Oh, is it because I cleansed myself now? So this isn't the normal ending. This is the normal ending with me having cleansed myself. So this changes the context of the normal ending? Maybe? I gotta change the stream title. I realized I kind of had everything. And it would be easier to go from the start and clean up the map in order. Because then I would wind up with everything. What the fuck do I name my stream? New Game Plus 7.
The fallen leaves tell a story of how a tarnished became Elden Lord. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Our seed will look back upon us and recall
An age fractured?
an age
Yeah.
of fracture.
I did say I want to open with the credits. Let's look for a writing credit. World created by Hidetaka Miyazaki and George R.R. Martin, right? Directors. We got battle, level design. Level design director, you did fucking amazing. Research and development. This is why I'm like, there's no way I'm smarter than the game designers. Look at all those people, bro. There's absolutely no fucking way that I am smarter than all of these people. A lead event designer. Okay. The testers, good shit. System designers. Graphic artists, god damn. Also, look at the environment artist list here. It's like the longest list so far. Lead character artist, nice. Character artist, yeah. Technical artist, I don't even know what the fuck that means. UI art, I gotta look that up. Animators, nice. Concept artists. No writing yet. We got 2 writers credited for making the world. Miyazaki and George R.R. Martin. Sales and marketing. Sales manager is probably rolling in money right now. I'm so happy. Their phone is ringing off the hook. QA team. Good shit. Special thanks to writer and producer George R.R. Martin. So it's the one writer credit so far. Let's keep looking. It's not that there isn't a writer credit. It's the surprising lack of writer credit. That's the thing. I'm like, what? Senior environmental artist, senior character artist, lead technical artist, rigging artist, visual flight company, Ltd. Shanghai Eastone Technology, Digital Technology, Shanghai Rystone Studios, what I think it said. Adia Digital Art Company, XAC. I can't see any of these. I mean, designers, lots of designers, producers, directors for designers, visual designers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you look up like what their company is for, you'll get it. Animator. It looks like they're doing like the same order as before. Producers, visual design, animators and stuff. And then, yeah, digital pictures. Writers, directors, lighting and composition. Jesus, they must have killed it. Unit image. Okay, so these people worked on the images. They fucking killed it. I don't even know what the hell that means. Composer. Okay, so it has to do with music, Latin translation. This is the music. Look at just how, like, each instrument, bro. Because it's a orchestra. Props to them for crediting every single fucking, like, instrumentalist. I don't even know. Sound engineers, orchestra, conductor, choir, vocals. They even credit the orchestras. It's insane. Production manager. See, I saw director. I didn't see if it said writer on that one, but voice recorder. So these are the writers for. These are the English translators and English voices. Cool. Grafted Scion had a voice. The fuck? Mikola, Dragon Communion Priestess. The Shadow Undead had a voice? I guess they do. They're like, whoa. Quality assurance support. You needed to work hard on the DLC animation canceling. No, I'm just kidding. The whole game is great. Ethical administration. Release manager project. Okay. Global marketing, Japan and Asia business, sales and planning. Partner relation, technical support. Network support, data marketing, legal support, licensing, production. Special thanks to Bandai Namco and the following people. You can play it slow. You can pause it. You're looking for your name. I am looking for any writing credit. Brand manager, that's a big ass list. Social specialist, communities, senior production, associate production, blah, 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 blah. I saw bilingual specialist, so whoever that was the actual true translator. Test lead, QA testers. This is a lot of testing, QA and question and answers. Creative operations. I don't even know what the fuck that would mean. Another director. Community managers, e-commerce, operation managers, financial analysts, senior accountants. They're probably happy. Engineer. God damn, there's no writing credits, bro. Localization manager, Mary. Fuck, I didn't get to read the name. Thank you. Marketing. I was like, that's the only thing remotely close. Data analyst, directors, data analyst. I'm like, I'm looking for anything remotely close to writing credits. The translators, the English voice actors, but I appreciate the people who coded it and all this. I'm just like thinking like, what the fuck? How many people worked on the story? Because I know they didn't type the it would be like item UI design, stuff like that. They didn't. I guess it would be director. They would be hidden because they would have the answers. They don't want them bothered. That's so funny. Director, production, PR, community, trade director. I'm going through the whole credits right now looking for any answers. I'm like, there's not a there. You need to tell me localization testing company, keyword studios in Poland, localization QA manager Michael, translators. Huh. There's a big list. We found them. I knew it. There was a lot of people right there. Not writers, but for translation. Hong Kong, Korea, Taiwan. Chinese localization team. Look how big that fucking localization team is. See what I mean? Like, good shit. It was the same for English. I was like looking on my computer keyboard for the screenshot on Steam. I missed it though. God damn. Well, I did get my answer. It's at the very, very, very end of the credits. Oh, by the way, a lot of people did work on the story. You motherfucker. I couldn't even read all of their names because they just bunched them up. But I could have hit a screenshot. I could watch it back if I need to. But I won't. I just needed to know. Begin Journey 8. If you do not start... Oh, wait. If you do not start over now, you can choose to begin Journey 8 later at the round table. Later at the Table of Lost Grace. In the round table hole. Whoa. Yes, begin Journey 8. If you begin Journey 8, you will not be able to return to the present world of Journey 7. That is okay. I am the only one that actually can. Chronomancy. Now, I made a save state so I can actually rewind. I made a save state for every single boss and NPC interaction and item pickup. So, talk about branching paths.
The great Elden Ring
Fuck.
was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between.
It looks like the sun. So what, people over time collected shards that rained down?
Now,
She's the spiral goddess.
Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found.
She's one of the snake ladies of Bonnie Village.
Of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish.
Those are all America's handmaidens. Convinced by Mikola.
Marika's offspring, demigods all,
That's not true.
claimed the shard
I just don't go correcting the intro.
Elden Ring.
Damn, that means Margit right there. That's a picture of Margit beating Radon, by the way.
Mad
That's why they used his twin brother's body.
strength.
That's insane. That means he's actually stronger than Radon. They told you at the start.
A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will.
The smaller sister, the smaller giant sister, the younger giant, whatever the hell it was.
Rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead, who yet live.
That's us! Look, everybody, that's us!
The call of long lost
That's me on the ground right there!
speaks to us all.
Yo, dude, that's me. I'm in the cutscene. Not that. I was the last picture.
Oralu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask.
Where the fuck is that?
The loathsome dung eater. And Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing.
Is that an imp bringing him some gear? I don't understand it. Those who live in death.
And one other.
It technically describes us.
Grace would again bless.
Hey, look, that's me.
Tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring. And become the Elden Lord.
Please. Though the path be broken and uncertain, claim your place as Elden Lord. Hmm. Veralina means maiden who has transcended. And this would have been the transcendental path. Also, I should state for those who have never played Dark Souls, it starts with your friend who would play the role of this character, the Knight of Astora, gets slammed through the roof by the tutorial boss. It is never shown, but it is implied. He's on the roof when you see him, and he gives you the item. And then when next you see him, he's in a very similar situation, but willing to talk. He leaves a message kind of like this. And he gives you a flask. I didn't even see what Ash of War I had. She's Snake Lady. All right. That's an awful, strange contrast. So there's a wall here. And there's a statue here. And there's Alright, remember what I said about Ensha before? The reason I felt like it was a very important thing that he killed you was Nascent Butterfly, an arcane butterfly with translucent wings, material used for crafting items, exceedingly rare to find. This butterfly appears as if it just emerged from its cocoon I'm an idiot. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together with that. For its entire life. It looks young forever. Noticeably silver and tied to arcane. This is what people connect with Mikola, right? Mikola is the eternally youthful younger brother of Melania, the twin. So we just picked up the blue butterflies and we saw that that is them. There are blue butterflies at the end of this path right here. You saw from that guy who just fell off. What it's telling you is Mikola, right? Those are the butterflies that represent Mikola, the eternally youthful Saint Trina. So if you follow Mikola's path, right, you die. But noticeably, I had like 1,000,000 runes before I died. I should still have them, right? Unless I'm crazy. Last time it happened, I had my runes still. I was like, what the fuck? It kept my runes. So. Look, that's me. Little bit of a paradox. If I have Torrent's ring and you have Torrent's ring, who has Torrent's ring right now? Let's start with it.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side.
Mm-hmm.
We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring,
Gray cloak, gray clothes.
even if it does violate the Golden Order.
The Gray Maiden. So to seek the Elden Ring, we need to go against the Golden Order. We're just told that right at the start. So we're gray with blue and accents of gold. I still don't fully understand the symbolism of our armor. I understand that like gray represents the world soul, but also the the mercury and lead of the Noxtellan moon, right? Because of the White Queen, Red King story it's based off of. So we would be lineage of Hoarlu and America. Hoarlu's whole thing is white and blue. America added gold trim. That's kind of his story from the items, right? Just read all the items. That's what it tells you. Brave Tarnish, take the plunge of learning and remember. Recall the arts of war and your warrior's blood. If you jump down, you need to heal, but... Alright, I'm going to read these because they actually might give me information. They pop up every time, which means they're important. Resting at sites of grace will restore your HP, FP, and cleanse any status ailments. It will also refill your sacred flasks. However, damn it, most of the enemies you've defeated will be revived. I hate when it says however, because that means maybe don't do it. You can find sites of grace by going where light converges. These explanations are acquired in the form of info items and can be accessed from the inventory at any time. Alright, so we don't actually need to rest. We could just click. Discovered, but not rested at. I'm sure you can rest, but Guarding is especially effective when done with a shield. Guarding consumes stamina. If you run out of stamina, you get your stance broken. Yeah, we already know that. Sometimes dodge roll, backstep, consume stamina. Okay, yeah. And one thing it doesn't tell you is you can attack, you can roll and attack. Different, right? So look, if I just hit attack, it's a slash. If I roll and attack, it's a stab. And you can also backstep and attack. And it's a different attack. You run forward and attack. Kind of a complex thing, you just have to press it in sequence. Each hand equipped up with 3 armaments, allowing you to toggle between them. Yep, okay. Effective strength by 50%. Or you unequip your weapon. Oh no. We have a sacred seal, so I guess we can't do it. If you only have one weapon equipped, you can unequip and kick to break their guard. Skills. Armaments have abilities, or have special abilities called skills. Okay. None of these are actually lore significant, which is good for me. Crouching makes it harder for you to discover, especially effective in tall grass. Okay. Attacking an enemy that hasn't noticed you will cause more damage than usual. Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around. No, but actually, yeah, it is useful. If you don't know how to parry, you could survive a lot of things like that. Charge attack and jump attack. Fuck. The only 2 things that have said however are Stakes of America and resting at Sites of Grace. Upon dying, you will be revived at the last site of grace that you visited. However, if there is a Stake of America near where you died, you can choose to be revived there instead. Is it a deathless run? Is that what we're after right now? It's not going to be possible for me. I do stupid shit all the time. You could perform counterattacks immediately after blocking an enemy attack. Here, what you do is you can two-hand it by holding like the top button. See how like in the bottom it's either Y or triangle, right? You hold it and then the D-pad changes, right? Now if I hit right, Flask, right? Why does that matter? Because if you hold it and then you hit attack, you two-hand your weapon and your attacks change. You do more poise damage. You get 50% more strength. So you get, if you have 100 strength, you get 50 strength essentially. So that's two-handed. I did 400 damage. God damn, he hit hard. And then one-handed, I only do 391. So the two-handed, it did tell us that earlier on, but I skipped it. That is the main thing. But in terms of guarding, like if you don't have a shield, it doesn't mean you can't guard. So I don't know if you can poise break or guard counter. I know your guard can be broken though, so be careful. So I don't have to come back. We're going into the bonus area each time. The slowest way possible. If you have no health, the best way to do it is just walk to this jar right here. You don't want to get poisoned. Cool. Death drop, yeah. It's still a death drop. It's on its way down. So the secret there is you wait for it to start going back up that first ramp. And then it's gonna go all the way up to the top of there, have to turn around, go all the way back down, hit the bottom of that, make a turn, and then come down this way. So it gives you a lot of time. And that extra guy, I didn't know he was alive, but that was a good alert for, you know, if they were alive or not. I don't trust this. Teleport from there, motherfucker. Weaponless playthrough? No, I'm just kidding. Where did it go? Where's bro? There's bro. It's actually easier to do when it's here. Enemy ahead. No, I ducked too early. Okay. I have a feeling it's not coming until I run. There's no faking you out, is there? Okay. Oh my shoulder. Oh god. I didn't order an ear piercing. Stop it. Oh my god, my neck. Alright, I deserve that. I just wanted to be away from this guy so bad that I ran like a split second early. It was behind the spike, but still in the hitbox. I know that looked weird as shit. I just died for what would seem like no reason, but as soon as I ran and I saw the angle, I was like, oh fuck. So. Okay. From the top rope. I don't like how loud it's getting. Does it just not know I'm down here? So what if I just ran? The fuck was that sound? Oh my god. Oh. Really? You gotta jump right into the fucking... Oh, I realize it's a snake tree. It's a snake tree. America's a snake person, and it's a snake tree, right? Oh, there goes my mimic. This is known as a snake spirit. Like, this was a repurposed boss that they didn't add to Dark Souls 3. Data mining. It proves my theory of the Bonnie Village, Grand Maiden, Snake Thing, Mesmer's, Abyssal Serpent shit from America instead of Radagon. I thought it was Radagon originally, but I had to admit I was wrong. And I was like, oh, well, if Bonnie Village, Grandmother, Snake Tree, let me just put 2 and 2 together. And they use Death Flame magic, it would be the Glowmite Queen. Alright. So am I supposed to go backwards through this shit? Yeah. You know, that was cool. Come on. You think it's sauce? It is an enemy, by the way. You can jump on it and kill it from the top. In certain dungeons. Not this one, I don't think. So, I'm healing up. Shield up. I don't know where it's going, but I'm just glad it ain't next to me now. More secrets? What the fuck? Who are you? Well, I could lock on to you, so that's not a good sign. You mind if I pick this up? Oh, you're a big guy. Cool. Dragon Knight. We are the turtle. I never got one of these. That's a new one. The frenzied flame one before the fucking dragon communion one. Oops. Who invited you guys? We're running it. I don't know where it just went, but it isn't here, which is a good thing. I'm running, I'm running, I'm running, I'm running, I'm running, I'm running, I'm running. Think it'll come this way? Ooh, what's up there? How do you get up there? Oh, what the fuck? Whose halberd is that? The only way I was gonna see that is if I ran through the dungeon backwards. You mean to tell me there's a secret on the secret? Yee. How does one... First off rolling and then rushing in. Yeah, but... Who's that man? Whose man's is that? If you're up there, you could jump on top of this thing and kill this, if it's the same as the other one. How do you get up there? I've never even seen a guy. I've watched guides about this place. I've never seen that guy before. I'm on New Game Plus 8. I'm sure people have been up there, but it's like, they conveniently don't mention it. How the fuck do you get up there? It would have to be from above, no? Okay, so there's a hallway back there. This is a dungeon that I'm in? I thought there was a boss at the bottom of this place. You mean to tell me that the place that you spawn is a fucking dungeon? It's like an end game dungeon? What? I'm looking for it. I'm gonna look in this place for like a secret wall. I heard a shift in stone, didn't I? Like, I was like, what the fuck was that sound? It sounded like a big door, but there's definitely a guy right there. Like, the spirit. I can lock on to the dude. I would kill him from ranged, but is that a blue item? Yeah, I need to get up there anyway. How the fuck do you get up there? This is the best. Wait for it to go up, then run it, right? Do I jump down? Indiana Jones, bro. I was like, oh well, I'm either about to make it or about to walk back from a couple feet away. God damn. I've become a dungeon delver. Try attacking. Yep. Is there a secret? Nope. Doesn't look like it. Be wary of pack. I hear footsteps. Is it me? No. Okay, it is me. I'm scared that it's only one lock on, and the key word here is pack. Try down. Fuck. That's a grafted spider. Oh, that's a big spider. I thought you were a tiny spider. We got a big spider. Why does it say pack? Well. I just need a minute. Fuck. I don't know what's down here, but I hope it's nothing. I don't know how I survived that fall. My face hit some white chalk on the way down. I didn't need to read it, but I know what it said. Praise the ledge. Dude, what the fuck? What? How did I just fell like 3 stories down. God damn it. I don't even remember how to get back there. Tell me you don't drop an important item. Whoa, he's got like a phantom. I don't know if that's the best idea. Oh, that was sick. That was actually cool as fuck. Last time we saw one of them do that, they fell to their death. Because he couldn't teleport mid-fall. That guy landed down there and teleported back up. And like a secret. That was alright. That was fucking cool. I will give it to him. That was cool. Alright, so... Oh yeah, I remember where it was. We'll wait for him to go up. And then I'll run it. We'll run it back. Everything should be dead, so... Keyword is should be. Except the crafted except the big spiders. Oh, dude. Do you think I could lure them back here? Kill with fire? Ooh, I don't like how it's moving. If it enters the hallway, that's a yes. I cast the developer's bullshit. It is not going off. Do we have to go far enough forward? We'll get him on this side. Do I throw a dart? Alright. Armored up. Thank you. We're gonna have to get that going now. What? Okay. Please shoot fire this way. Okay, never mind. Actually, might just be easier to fucking... Dev's bullshit! You have to use the bullshit against itself, right? Such an immense power. Exactly. I'm actually gonna use it again. Because it's kind of OP. Never mind, he just ran into that. Yeah. In case I need an escape. We didn't go that. I don't trust that at all. What's up, Suki? How you doing? I recognize the meme profile picture and the name. Don't remember which game you showed up initially. But I do know this isn't your first time. So what's up? How you doing? Okay, I didn't get to grab the item at the end of this. Okay. Such a fair fight too. Yeah, it's only 2 grafted scions on a bridge. 2 Beyblades on a rope, and you gotta You remembered me? I do, yeah. I only have 200 subscribers and like 10 people who have ever spoken in chat. So, still small, mom and pop shop level YouTuber. I can remember the couple people, but also I just love that meme of Emperor's New Groove, right? It's the it's his like the dad friend that helps him on the journey. No healing, quarter health, floating candles. I still think you deserve more, to be honest. Thank you, thank you. That's what this is. To be fair, the other one's at the end of the game. I don't have the meme in English. It's not even it. I just know it in French. I just know the picture. I don't even know what the text says, but I'm going to have to do no physic. We gotta camp out real quick. Ready, guys? Gather around. I'm like, oh, my head, dude. These guys beat the shit out of me. They got so many arms. They got so many swords because of that so many arm thing. Oh. I just like trolling people that argue on Twitter. Ah. Honestly, I haven't used Twitter in a long time. When like the mass exodus of Blue Sky happened, bro was smoking crack before the fight. Yeah, it's what it looked like, the solar Erd tree powers. I don't trust this shit at all. Beware. I went back to read the message and the guy ambushed me anyway. Oh. Lightning grease. My character is just straight up sitting there warming his... What is it? Oh my god. What the fuck is that line? It's in the rap, but oh wait, this isn't an exit. Do I have to circle all the way back around? I should know the answer to that by now. It's Dark Souls. Actually, there's one ledge I didn't land on, so let's go that way, because it's the way we have to go. Well, that was a lot easier than I thought. Yeah, I thought there was gonna be like 4 of them. I'm a bit, a bit disappointed you didn't fall for it. Technically, I did. I just didn't walk forward. I was like, is there an ambush there? And then fucking bonus guy. Okay, so secret message. Death? That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so this confirmed my theory in my head in terms of just map design. Not the theory of like the whole secret path thing, but if you play the game backwards, you will see a secret, right? That's kind of what this entire area and map design is. If you walk backwards, you see the secret. I was like, what the fuck? I've never seen that halberd guy up there. I will prove it. I don't think I have that talisman. I have the Erd Tree's Favor +1, but I've never got the basic one. I never needed it, but I mean, if I'm going 100% through the game, I would need it, and that's kind of the point. So I'm gonna risk everything right now. This one's for science. Let's rest up a bit again. I mean, is there a difference? Okay. I'm gonna die. Ankle's broken, you horse bastard. Woo! You got gnomed. What's your objective though? You trying to get everything? Okay, this is hard to explain, but I've summarized it so many times that I will say, bro, what the heck was that sneak attack? That was me thinking it would spin back around like it did the last time, but instead for no reason, it was like, actually, we're gonna go left and then right. Like, damn it, it knew what I was trying to do. I think you have to kill that, but I'm gonna rest real quick. Oh, I thought you wanted to kill the machine. I did. Fucked up. I thought it was going to hit the edge right there and then turn around, but it hit the edge, went right, and then came back and almost ran me over. I was like, what the fuck? Because what it was just doing when I was up there was going up and down. It wasn't going to the left. But then as soon as I got up to jump, it decided, now I'm going to go to the left. So it kind of fucked me over. It might drop something, so I think I actually have to kill that. So I'm going to go back for it. But I will explain the secret ending that I found. I will also get the proof ready, real quick. I will show you. So, or here. First things first, right? Overland map. We're going for this. Oh god, no. Okay. Because it gets too big now. It won't change. Oh god. Endgame map. What is that? Anyway. Huh. I wonder what that means. Anyway. All. That's a lot of stuff. We're going for it. All of it. Why are we going for all of it? It's actually not just all of it, right? In my no leveling playthrough, when I beat the game without leveling up, not to flex, but like that was when I realized this, right? We beat it. We did the thing. Look at me do it. No leveling, right? Hey, it's the DLC map. Alright. So, we did the thing. Back when I did this entire playthrough, though, it took a while, I noticed that there is a secret ending. Bro, that's like at least 30 hours. Bro, that was like, it took me like 200 hours. It was fucking hard. For me. Because I did it with like no stat increasing gear for a long time as well. Like I wasn't like adding stuff to my character to break everything. I'm using like my non-broken build right now. Just a knight armor set with an upgraded Lord Sworn straight sword. Actually. I had like base game, and I went for like 100. I got like every boss but Placidus Axe, because I realized that, okay, wait. Let's get the secret up right here. Second monitor. I'm gonna look up April Fool's ending for Elden Ring, because I know people view it as the April Fool's ending, right? The Age of the Absolute. Cut content Elden Ring 7th ending. So I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. There is an April Fool's joke, right? This was an April Fool's joke from the person, right? Look at the person, Garden of Eyes. They pinned their own comment, right? I'm gonna start at the bottom, right? Happy April Fools. Enjoy the foolish day of a maidenless tarnished. So, that is not the April Fool's joke, right? This guy data mined the voice line saying Age of Absolute does exist in the final game and not the network test like some people claimed. By looking at the files, its ID is actually an alternate line for the Age of Order, right? Gold Mask's secret ending, because it's supposed to be a secret. There's no achievement for it. So even if you data mined, it's out of context because it seems like there is no reason for that, right? They think it's cut content. As a programmer myself, right, I've released a couple of games. I was programming last night. I was having fun, making my own games. I know that you can... YouTube recommends crazy when you're just on a channel that doesn't really watch vids, except some. Anyway. You can hide a 7th ending in the game files. The only thing you would need is like the content itself, right? Like a voice line, like a world state, and you can hide those things, right? You can hide the calls in other scripts. I can hide it in the fucking Lord Sworn straight sword, right? It can have a script on it, the game object itself. When it renders in, and it has an end game call that's just gibberish, but what it really does is when you beat the game, it has the same check the end game, right? Quest line, your world state, what order you did things in, and if you did it in a perfect order, I know this is a little conspiratorial, but you'd be able to hide that, right, in coding. Easy. I'm an idiot, and I know how to fucking hide it right there. I just explained it. So, all you would need is the content in the game. Like that April Fool's joke ending proves. I found, I believe, the path to get that 7th secret ending. And it's very, 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 very complicated. It took me like 7 hours to explain like why you have to do it that way, but I could show it right now. Essentially with this map, right? You can get to the bottom and take a shortcut to warp out, right? Or you can walk backwards through the dungeon and it will reveal the secrets, right? Literally walk backwards and then you can see the enemies and secret paths that I was like, oh, I didn't see that before. And I picked up a fucking talisman I never got. It's like, because if you don't take it's like in every New Game Plus of Dark Souls, right? If you don't take shortcuts in the Sekiro New Game Plus secret ending, that's how you get the true ending, right? Why do I feel like I'm listening to a conspiracy theory, right? Well, for several hours I've been running around looking for ways to disprove myself, right? That's like the opposite of a conspiracy theory. I'm like, okay, where's the proof that I need to find that shows that I'm wrong, right? Because that's all I need is like one character to say I'm wrong. But I found a couple of things on my stream already. I've streamed them multiple times that the wiki, right, have wrong. They just have like people's triggers wrong. Like they say Ensha will disappear after you kill the fire giant and rest at the site of grace if you didn't collect the Haligtree medallions. I did that, but he didn't disappear for me, right? And I showed that on stream. I did it on like 3 different saves to make sure that it wasn't a glitch. It's like there's certain triggers that I found that change the wiki, right? Multiple characters like Iggy and Blythe and Selen, right? They were saying that if you talk to Selen after you give her Lysat and Azur's locations, she turns into the Graven Witch, right? If you rest at the site of grace. Mine didn't, right? I showed it multiple times and was like, look, my Selen is alive, right? Even though I'm resting at the site of grace and Renala's in the corner, right? It's like I found ways that weren't glitches. I know exactly what the triggers were because I was thinking about them in story context. It felt weird that everyone got a good ending except the astrologers and the people of Raya Lucaria, but they're the astrologers and the Nox were the ones who made the invisible path. So of course the secret invisible path backwards through the game is tied to getting their true secret good ending where they get to live. It's crazy, but I already did it on stream the last couple of days. So it's like, it does sound like a conspiracy theory, except I already streamed myself doing it. That's the problem. So I think if there is a 7th secret ending, you need to get it in New Game Plus 7, because in Elden Ring, every other Dark Souls only goes up to 6. This is the first time it goes up to 7. And they added a bunch of secret endings that don't have achievements connected to them already. Fia, Dung Eater, Gold Mask. So it's like not out of, you know, it's not out of pocket. It's not super deranged to be like, oh, they have another one of something they already have 3 of. Oh, yeah. Regardless of whether there is another ending or not, you are absolutely cooking with this quest line. Yeah, because I've already triggered a bunch of NPCs and showed it. But I believe truly, because the whole point is you have to help everyone achieve their magnum opus, right? Allow them to die their destined death, right? I realized when I was saying it to myself off stream that I laughed so hard I started crying. I was like, damn, I have to make sure everyone achieves the like destiny that's set out for them, even if they have to die, right? They're destined to death. And as I said it, I was like, I'm so stupid. I was like, oh, anyway. To be honest, I want to argue, but it's actually smart take. I need to leave. No worries, but like I said, I already did the path that I'm talking about on multiple save files and stream the last couple weeks actually. So I'm like, fuck, I kind of know the quest line's there and it hints towards this 7th secret ending. Because the final step of creating the magnum opus is 7th step of merging all of these particular colors, and it's the colors that you meet the NPCs in if you do everything in the perfect order. So how many yeah, I hope all is well with you, Tuki. I hope you get done what you need to. I'm gonna set off and hopefully kill this thing now. Also turn off chat lag because it's also annoying. Pre-shot your answers. For me it's like, oh, I fell. For me, it's happening in real time. Like, if you guys, like right now, there is no chat lag. Like, as I had OBS up, like this popped up, and then like a millisecond later that came up. But it might be a delay on streams part. Like, just YouTube has been weird with that. It changed my latency without my permission the other day. I realized it was back to low latency, or like mid latency when I had it on low. I was like, what the fuck? This is supposed to be fast. So sometimes YouTube just changes it, even though I keep setting it back up to it. And I actually just did the other day, like 2 streams ago, so like 4 or 5 days ago, but I don't know. YouTube's just weird like that. I honestly, I do appreciate YouTube over Twitch. I streamed on both platforms. Well, anyway, brother, have fun. Thank you, I will. I'm hunting. I'm gonna pretty much 100% the game in a very weird order. And it's based on meta knowledge, so it does sound like a conspiracy, but then when I explain it and how it all works together so well, it's like, I wish that I was wrong, because then I wouldn't have to fucking play through these challenge run ass dungeons on New Game Plus 7. I would just go for the end game challenge run in my first playthrough. I'd just make a new character and get it, but that's the point, you know? So I'm like, fuck, I wish that it wasn't like that, but I keep finding things that prove that's like, well, New Game Plus 7, it's a new thing. There's some secret 7th ending, you know? Like, motherfucker. Okay. Does the trap stay down? Nope. That was lucky. I thought I missed. Fall damage moment, 100%. I just turn corners attacking now. I don't even know if anyone's there. This guy, I got trust issues. Girls be like, why you got trust issues? And I'm like, have you ever ran through Dark Souls dungeon? you can't trust a fucking corner. Also, if you watch the stream in 2x speed, it'll catch up to the true live stream. I know that. It'll say you're live, but there's more stream hidden beyond the... It's like the golden order. It's lying. It works most of the time, yeah. Honestly, I love these crystal darts right now. I just realized how useful like, I went up to a trap before it even triggered and was like, oh, here. Let's just deactivate that. Let's just stop that right there. And you can, like, keep buying the crafting materials from the Finger Maidens. Is there an invisible path? I wouldn't be surprised if there's, like, a thing to jump off on the way up. That's a weird elevator. Don't do it. 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 Okay, can't do it. I think the ones that you... Oh, and it took the runes anyway. Have to run that circle? Yep. Well, it's fine. If you see an item on a ledge and it means there's an enemy with a special attack to push you off. Yeah. It's one of two things. It's the smallest enemy with a really strong attack for no reason, or they just put a Black Knight, right? One of the strongest, toughest people. And they're like, why are you here? You know, what the fuck did I do wrong to deserve you in this corner? Really what it feels like. Fall damage moment. I sent the elevator down for myself too, so it's gonna be even quicker. Sorry about your candle. Yeah, he's mad about that. Honestly, I would be mad too if a guy in knight armor rolled in and just jumped on my furniture, broke that shit, and then just was like, oh yeah, I gotta go. Damn, that was cool. I didn't do that shit on purpose, but it would've been cool if I did. Okay. Take a couple tries. They got so many secrets. There's secrets on secrets. On secrets on secrets on secrets. Death. Be wary of liar. Life ahead. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a secret elevator down. For the record, it was intentional. If you... What was intentional? Alright. Okay. Noted. See, this is why I drank my physic. Killing the enemies with the fire. Yeah. I did that. I did that all on purpose. I drank the physics so that we can leave in peace with our runes. I was prepared to die. Oh my god, I said the thing. Hold on, wait, fuck, I got it. Oh my god. Oh god. Prepare to die edition. Oh my god. Oh my god. From Software. Elden Ring. Oh my god. Anyway. The funniest fucking just show that they made the game. Alright. The world has changed. We wind up at the church.
Oh yes, tarnished are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Hmm?
Why are you so quiet, Collie?
No, unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation.
I'm gonna fix the sound right now, give me a sec.
Behold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity.
Okay. Cool. I need the exact order that he just said that shit. Everything is gonna be important. Oh yes, tarnished are we? Come into the lands for the Elden Ring. Of course you have. There's no shame in it, unfortunately for you. However, you are maidenless. Yes, I know. I need the exact order that he's saying it. Ready? Do it backwards. If we're going to find America, because she's the Elden Ring, we need to be maidenless, which is what I said about people achieving their magnum opus. Without the guidance, without the strength of runes, we would need and without an invitation to the round table hold. You are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity. Okay. Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope even for the maidenless, me, Vare. Take care to listen. God damn it. No, I'm just kidding. Are you familiar with Grace? The golden lights that... Okay, we're about to get there, but this is... I'm going to make a save state. That's how important this is right now. This is going to be such a very particular way to beat the game. It's not even funny. So what am I going to do? You may ask. Well... Seventh ending. Now we're actually getting the true ending, which is what I'm going to name this folder. True ending. I'm going to make a new save state, and the branches begin from here. This is the tree trunk. This is the base of it. So before world soul. We'll call this prima materia, right? That's the best phrase to... There you go. That's the name of the file. Prima materia. Alright. I need files, in files, in files, from Steam. Thank you. So that's how you do the first dungeon. I could just kind of end it there. Be like, we did it! But I spent so much time just kind of running around at the start. I should at least fight the tree sentinel, right? I saw people take like an hour to beat it, 8 hours to beat it on no leveling. Honestly, respect. Respect. Anyone who can take down the tree sentinel towards the beginning of their game, you did it. It doesn't matter how long. It's the learning, right? It's the achieving it that matters. So it's like, fuck yeah, dude. I'm proud of you. That means you're stepping towards the true Elden Ring ending. Now, we speak with Vare.
Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope.
So we need to follow a blue light. He's the red light.
Vare,
Vare.
take care to listen.
That's how I said it as a joke before. That's actually how he says it. Everyone's been pronouncing it wrong then.
That gives life.
Because they can't roll their R's. Vare.
You may also
Vare.
behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction.
Okay.
Sometimes. That is the guidance of grace, a path
Alright.
must travel.
Okay.
Indeed, grace's guidance holds the answers.
Okay.
Lead you tarnished
Do I need to
the
collect
path
all of the
you are meant to
graces?
follow, even if
That would
it
make more
leads you
sense.
to your grave.
Okay, so you're gonna die probably.
Grace's guidance
Even if it leads you to your
will lead
grave, so you have to loop back around.
Certainly. To Castle Stormvale. Over on the
So you have to loop around before you go to Castle Stormvale. That's so... That double meaning is insane.
the grafted.
That was fucking insane. His double meaning is you follow the guidance of grace even if it takes you to your grave. If you follow and loop completely around, which I will do don't worry about it. You wind up underneath the grave where you get the Haligtree thing, back inside of the Stranded Grave and the Cave of Knowledge, and then you re-emerge. Speaking of which, for future me, I should send the elevator back down. Oh, I already did. How convenient. Okay, so you need every grace. That's almost despicable. So do we not take the blue lights unless we can't come backwards?
Time you set off, I
Or
shall
do you go to Round Table
Castle
Hold?
Stormvale on the cliff, where grace would guide you.
Would guide
If you
me.
seek the Elden
If you seek
Ring,
the Elden Ring.
maidenless as you are.
Okay, so you would be maidenless. That was such a weird forward and backwards poem. That's fucking crazy. So he calls you maidenless if you're seeking the Elden Ring. So that by that time, all of the maidens should have perished. This is such a weird... This story is fucking... It's... God damn. By the second time you loop around to kill Godric, all of the maidens should be dead. Or not all of the maidens should be dead. They should be set up because Godric is after Radahn? You're going through the world backwards? Now I have many, many questions. I have many questions. This is why we have branching paths. So, clearly you're not supposed to beat this knight first try, right? Here.
It's time you set up castles. If you
Yeah, and then he's stuck in a loop, right? He keeps saying the same thing in a loop. No, I'm just kidding. That's how not all NPCs, but most NPCs work. I just think that's funny. I would summon my mimic, but let's set the tone, shall we? No, I meant to heal. I meant to heal. That was a dumb move. That was just dumb me. Oh, that's funny actually. I didn't press down on my D-pad to cycle back to heal from Mimic. I showed it off in the bottom and then I killed myself with it, quite frankly. That's so funny. I was like, I don't want to use my... If I didn't say that beforehand, I don't think I would have even said the, oh, I was trying to heal. But I was like, fuck, I'm dumb. But you knew I wasn't trying to use my mimic, so it's like, well, shit. That's funny. Okay, my healing is on. Let's try to go completely hitless, huh? As I get smacked. I couldn't see a fucking thing. Sorry about that horse. That looked like a particularly painful strike. Could have been a critical hit, honestly. Ow. So obviously you're not supposed to beat that boss in the first try. If it wasn't obvious, don't worry about it. So what if you turned around, right? What if you refused the guidance of grace? Don't, right? What you're actually supposed to do, I'm pretty sure, is the same thing I did, right? It taught you about sneaking around in the fucking cave of knowledge. It's like, hey, sometimes you're gonna have to sneak around some things, right? And then it wants you to see the crucified people outside of a church. I think that kind of right there is what set the tone for the game. Golden rune. All right. You start at one church and then circle around to another? Is that it? Is that the way you're supposed to go? Backwards looping? It kind of looks more like it should backwards loop. I've just never tried that before. Alright, alright. I know how well it loops when you go down the path forward, but how well does it loop when you go backwards? We'll come back. That'll be the goal. You end at the church, we'll circle around and see how well that logic holds up. So path of least resistance, like a torrent of water, right? Angle the camera along the horizon and walk, right? Okay, it's saying this way. Okay, there's definitely items here. You're gonna circle back around to here after you get the artist's painting. So before you hit up the ruins, you talk to this is telling me it doesn't line up quite as well. Let me just make sure. Yeah, because the map piece would be back here. Alright, hold on. This seems more like a circle. Oh yeah, you would end the circle here because then you get the upgrade stone and go up. Right here. Okay. I see. So you're not... Alright. Alright. That's a crazy fucking loop. Damn. So you do go forward until it turns you around. That's why I'm like, what the hell? Certain bosses you're supposed to sneak around and come back to. I mean, that is kind of what I was talking about with the remembrance bosses, so. So you hit up the yeah, actually no, you just hold forward like a torrent of water. That's it. So you killed the guy, you walk forward, you get this item. Smithing stone.
You're a tarnished.
Kale is the first guy that you should talk to.
I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Kale, purveyor of fine goods.
Thank you for your fine goods.
I am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel. The land has been tainted by madness since the shattering of the Elden Ring. It's only tarnished like yourself, who keep things from drying up entirely.
So we're the drop of
You're a
water.
very welcome customer.
We are the water is what he kind of just said. Alright, well, all I had to do was talk to Vari. So, my theory was hold forward and use your eyes. You talk to Vari and the camera kind of forces you to look this way. Hold W. Hold W. Right? Saying go this way, I see an enemy. The cool things is this way. I know there's a cave here from experience. Kind of weird how well it all aligns when you just use your eyes. You have to trust your eyes and be confident. And then what, like when the Golden Order will build something to obstruct your vision and you just go look through it. I just realized, is that what I'm supposed to do? Oh, and this cave is kind of telling you, right? The wolves beat the Golden Order. So it's like nature is stronger than Godric's soldiers, right? That's what this cave is saying. This is Godric's Knight. Wolves eat the Godric Knight, and then who represents the beating of Godric's Knight but the crumbling Farum Azula original bestial society? The Elden Lord Placidus Axe is sealed away in connecting the whole game, actually. This enemy right here. I was looking for someone like this the whole time, and then when I realized they were here, I was like, all I need to do is start the game over and walk into their fucking arena, and it kind of just proves everything I was talking about. Take it with you. So now we go backwards through the cave if it lets us, if my theory holds true. Sorry, puppies. I'm guessing this is gonna be a dead end. Item? No invisible. Okay, oops. Invisible? Would've been cool. Just spam roll. There's either a chance it hits you once and then sets you on the right timing, or they all hit you in sequence and you're fucking dead. There's not really much else you're set up for if you run into the corner there. Okay, so it's going this way. Thing jump down, follow the water. I didn't know where I would be going, but I remembered. Just trust your eyes. You hit this thing, and then literally walking forward, you find Sanctuary. Damn, I would not have seen that. Very convenient. Also, normally I wouldn't be killing every single enemy I come across, except the game now has taught me forgiveness is death, and that's why every random pack of enemies has like a blue required key item. It's like you actually need to go back and kill everything for every drop. Pointing towards the catacombs. All we're doing is looking for a landmark and then running forward. Looking around. A proper death means returning to the Erd Tree. Have patience until the time comes and the roots call to you. The roots being the Shadow Tree. The grafted upside down root tree. Question mark. The sacred land. No, get away! I bought maximum root resin so that I could just craft as many fucking things as I need. What is this? Locked by some contraption. Okay. We need to circle around and get up there. Yoink. I will give you the pass. Try battle? Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on, people. Nope. Nope, that's the wrong thing. God damn, it's loud. Hello. No. Stop it. Fuck. You gotta line up your top of your helmet and camera. Can I just throw it from here? How fucking long is this hallway, bro? Nope. Give me a sec. Pop off. It'll technically heal me, but... Yeah, fuck you too. I missed. Is that it? God. Oh my god. Place is infested. There jump up? Nope. There's a ladder though, right? Yeah. God damn it. Dungeons are huge. And then there's like secret walls. Be wary of left. You know what they could possibly be warning me about, sir? Ah, okay. Thank you. Ow. What if I... just stagger them so that they have to fight each other? Thank you. Any more? No? Secrets? You never know. I think one of the rules is that if there are actually corpses on the wall, it's not a secret. Like if there's a skeleton there. If it's a wall like this, it's more likely to be a secret. But if it's like a catacombs divot, like in Skyrim with the Duergar or whatever, and they're like, there's actually a pile of bones inside, I don't think that's ever been a secret wall. I might be wrong, but I don't remember a single one, so if it is, it's an outlier. Like 90% of walls are like that, and then some of them are just rocks and caves. Like, that's really the only other alternative. Alright, we got a spirit, we've earned the title of Necromancer. Would you get two of the same thing? Now we got that, and then that. I was like, wait, that's the exact same thing, isn't it? No, it's not. Wandering Noble. The spirit of nobles who... where are you, what are you doing? Aren't you supposed to disappear after the boss fight? There's something in here. Is the spirit in here with us? Spirit? Is the boss in here with us? How'd you even do that? That was it. What the fuck is my mimic doing? What are you attacking? That has to be where the boss is. Is that where it died? Yeah, it like died right here. What the fuck? Here, let's just allow him to rest now. So what if we went backwards through the thing? Are we supposed to find a secret? Well, there is no backwards through the thing. It's just a fucking exit. See, that's what I mean by like, why would you need to put a teleporter right there? Right? Except to entice players to use it. It's like it's teleporting you right here, 5 feet away. It's like, what? If you walk backwards the whole game, like, it adds value to the game. Or you can take a shortcut. It's kind of what that told me. As a game designer, it was like, you could take a shortcut 5 feet. I was like, some of these are required, but some of these are very dumb and redundant. So it makes me think, like, are they supposed to feel that way so that you think, like, I don't want to take this one? And then that feeling trails off into, I'm not taking any shortcuts throughout the game? Like, I'm hoping that's what it is, but... Okay. Very clearly it wanted us to go downhill this way. Oh, and then there's the Dragon Communion place. Okay. You jump up here. You see that. And you're back at the church. I think the game would want you to come back here and upgrade. Is that what it's saying? Damn, we're like... I didn't even realize how close we were to the church right here. So, rest up. That was a loop, right? That was a cycle. So, yeah, now you don't want to... You don't want to get the needle out of order because then you mistell Buck's story. What you actually want to do now that you've upgraded your weapon by this point, right, is go up the trail. I believe, anyway. Because this is where you would get the map piece. That first couple caves, you're going off of vision, but now it's like... So... I don't want to see if the whetstone's there. I wonder if they even know where I am. Like, if I wait here, do you think the enemies will show up? Okay, so we need the whetstones. Oh, it's a stomp. Huh. That's... I didn't realize that would happen. No, stop it. Bad dog. Okay, yep. He remembered. He knew. Alright. Actually, let him know. I will allow you to call for backup. Ow. To take up arms against the Sea of Trouble, right? Good thing I didn't hit the heal button. Right about there. The rest of them fucked it. Like, yeah, actually, he's kind of killing everyone. I don't know if I want to fuck with that guy. Well. Not important, not a blue item. Ruin fragments. Okay. Weren't you guys honking a horn earlier? Okay. Hyper armored. They don't like to guard with their shield. Tell him about me. No! The horse is dipped. Actually, it's better because when you get when the horse dies or you get knocked off of the horse, it takes like 12 seconds to get up for no reason. So it's kind of accidental meta strat. Got up right away. I didn't know I was gonna... My reaction was because I thought it was gonna take 12 seconds, but... We're good. Okay, so... Camp cleared. I think this was supposed to be another turnaround moment, right? Camp tough. You sneak around. Supposed to take some time here. Maybe look around. Gate front ruins. So if you're sneaking around, you get to the Grace up here, right? It's the only logical conclusion. Let me look at where you would either turn it back around towards, right? I see the waterway. That's a cool loop. So is that. Oh, can you jump on the fucking chest right there? That's so sick if that's how you're supposed to do that. Okay. Dude, is that how you're supposed to do it? That is so cool. So you hit the... You hit this. You go down. You get the treasure chest here. You go up. Yeah, because there's swords here. What the fuck? Yeah, because this is the side you're supposed to come up on. Godric the Golden humiliated, having tasted defeat by the blade of Miquella, now on his knees begging for mercy. So, here are the gold flowers. Oh, and I looked up what these flower types were. Someone, dude. I was just like scrolling on Blue Sky and someone was like, look at these pretty flowers called this. And I was like, oh fuck. Like I looked it up and of course it continued the Elden Ring theory and it had nothing to do. I just like found something while scrolling that it was clearly based off of and I was like, well fuck. Okay, so is this supposed to be another turnaround? Okay. Oh, duh. I'm supposed to hit. Wait. I can see you. I've got to pretend I can't see you. Where do we look? Okay. Off in the distance, the opposite of the Erd tree. So what are we looking at? For one notch south, we're south by southeast. So we would need to go one notch north by northwest to be the exact opposite. So one notch northwest, right? Or the opposite side, this way. Yeah, definitely. And then up. Look at that. You're aligned with the Divine Tower. That's actually crazy. That's beautiful. Alright. So this visual is telling you this divine tower before you go to the Erd tree, which is actually Godric's divine tower. Noted. So how we know how to get there. Let me trace the circle spiral back out. It does look like everything's kind of just going down this way. So this was all crumbling Farum Azula. Oh, and it all cracked out from the Erd tree. And then they built bridges over the years. So this architecture, what the fuck? The fallen leaves tell a story. Sometimes the leaves aren't leaves. Is that what you're telling me? Everything's is all the same shit? Okay. Okay. Where do you wind up looking when you just zoom in again? What is that down there? What is that? What am I looking at?
Look me in the eye. I'm not that ugly, am I?
What the fuck is it looking at? Is it Oridis's rise? It is. So it's telling us to go here. That's where we need to spiral towards. Oh shit, do you start at the church and spiral towards the tower?
You there. Could you...
Is that what you're trying to tell me, game? Because that would make a lot of fucking sense. Start at this church and spiral towards the tower. There's no tower. There's no like Rabbit's Rise tower here. That would make this the end and this the beginning. That would make this the beginning and these the end. Yep. Okay, and this the end at the beginning. Oh my god, that's the fucking layout. And then you go backwards. Is that it? Is that the secret? Oh, because when you turn the world over, the towers would become the churches. Because your faith would be intelligence. That's a fucking double symbolism right there. That's crazy. Oh my god. The fucking double meanings don't stop. You go from here all the way around to fucking wind up at the that's sick as fuck. Because that is how you're supposed to go up. You're supposed to roll all the way up, cross the bridge, right? Is that it? What? Go down, jump up, cross the bridge here because you've shown that that's the true path to enlightenment. That's crazy if that's the case. Because then you circle around and then you would cross the invisible bridge to Heretical Rise. That would be the... Or no, because you would need to wind up at the Guardian's Garrison. Because that's the last thing to get out of here. I mean, that's the exact circle route. That was exactly how you would wind up there. Fuck. And what, you start at the cave? Start at the cave. Start at the cave. Do I have a... Yep. That's a tunnel, not the cave. I didn't find the cave for here. It's right here. I'm listening. I'm rapping. Alright, I was just shown a secret. I'm sorry, Bach. I'm actually really sorry for leaving you like a tree, buddy. I was having a big realization. It always loops back around, which means we were supposed to go to Kali. We're on the right track.
Oh, yes. I remember. Some clod turned me into a tree.
Was it
You were just breaking a
Celavis?
spell, weren't you? Thank you. The name's Bok. I was pushed out of the cave. Told not to come back. Not ever. Then I ended up as a tree. Lucky you came along, really.
How do you just transform someone into a tree? Is box, and that would be symbolic for the golden thread that winds up with Bach. It's his connection to the Erd tree. If he gets the golden needle of Radagon, right? It's Radagon, the demi-human, red-haired beast man, got turned into a tree. That's exact. I see. Is this Radagon's world we're in? And the Shadowlands was Marika's?
Oh,
And she's like invading it?
what a shame. When they threw me out of the cave, they took everything I owned. And so this is all I have to express my thanks. I hope you can forgive me.
So how am I supposed to continue on?
Or if you can afford to wait for a while,
Okay.
I'd sneak back in.
Alright, so he's saying take your time to go back to the cave, wait a while.
Then I'd be of some real use to you, I reckon.
I realize time frames as well. When they tell you there's something within a time frame, it's actually important. It's either in the game, it always lines up to be exactly where they say it is, but conveniently you can do it backwards. Like Selen's quest. You can do the Red Wolf of Radagon and all of that shit after you kill every single fucking remembrance boss like we did.
Right, but I'm frightened of them.
So I have to gather myself. So so it would. Oh, so gather myself. I need to gather things.
Just thinking about that god-awful cave on the shore.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. And then that's what he loops around to. So he's saying loop around to the coastal cave. And we are currently over Patch's cave. So another thing that hints towards this being the correct route. I'm not crazy, you're crazy. No, but actually, okay. If I remember correctly, you run to the edge here. Down there is an invasion, right? Which is a bad thing. The wiki says if you do this invasion, Yura moves from this thing most of the time because you would do this invasion and then go here. But they do know that he has a line of dialogue that's marked as optional here, right? So if you're drawing a circle, you would kind of wind up in the perfect place for that. I'm like scared to drop in. Not right here though. There's a place you can further up ahead. I think I have to cycle around to it and then drop down. Yeah, so it's telling us go this way. Pretty sure there's something over here. Don't remember what the hell it is. Oh, there's like a cookbook right there. I already got it. Pack of wolves. Oh, there's an item on the ground. So, run straight into a tree. Oh, what the fuck? There's a grace right here? Are you serious? Well, that's really proving my point. When you hit a dead end, spin around in a circle and look for like the closest landmark. Or the furthest largest landmark. Like a weird... That's death. You can drop there. Where's the... Ah, yep. Okay, cool. Again, with the visual... I knew this guy would guide me, I just didn't know where he was. If he was on the far end, it would have kind of took away from my theory. But he is kind of right where you would need him to be. So... Do you end at the catacombs or start at the catacombs? This is like a really tough choice. I'm like, you can easily wind up here or start here, which is like my problem. Are we going from church to church. I feel like we need to end here so we don't get our physic yet. No, it kind of does point. Follow the ley lines. Look at this cliff right here, right? If I draw that, where is the arrow guiding me, right? Kenneth Height is right here, right? So if you're walking down this middle path, you land right here, and the only way down is to jump on Kenneth Height's platform, right? So maybe okay, so it would work either way. Jump down here and then through here. Hello, slimes. You would do this. The fact that these are the statues for the entrance are probably my least favorite thing I've encountered so far. You guys are enemies. I don't know if I need to remind you. Okay. Be wary of left and then be wary of up. That's kind of straightforward. Oh. Wait. I'm the ambush. Surprise. Surprise. No root resin, and we're out. Alright. Damn, he's too low. The fuck was that? Grave Warden Duelist. I think, I mean, it's kind of confirmed. The gladiators were Horaloo's people. Snake, dragons, dragon snake. I actually, now that I realize it, it's like you actually have to be playing dumb to be like, oh, I wonder why they gave snakes wings. It's like, what does that make it? Like, it makes it kind of like a dragon. Right? It's like, oh, well, that would connect everything. But no, it's like you actually have to be playing dumb to look at Mesmer and be like, Marika is not the Glowmite Queen. It's like it connects everything. The snakes are from the, like, the snakes were the enemies in the time of Horaloo. And the Snake Society of the Hornsent in Bonnie Village are like America betrayed us. They used death flame magic. It's like not even a question. It's like, damn. Okay, there has to be like a secret. Is there really no secret to these catacombs? I guess we're underground already. Like if the ground cracked above. Oh shit, is that what like the graves above are? Well, they're not really over here, are they? Yeah, I guess there are some here. Is it supposed to be like a broken open catacombs? This does look like the bottom of Lindell. Why are they trying to cage in these undead? Right? Like, but not all of them. There has to be, dude, this is the least secret containing dungeon ever. Which makes me think like, come on, there's gotta be a secret here. Try trap. Yes. Maybe if you hit traps at the same time, you get the Legend of Zelda sound. No, there's not even an elevator for there to be a secret underground section. Checkpoint ahead. Okay. So yeah, then there's coffins above ground connected to the wall. What does that even mean? What does it even mean? Then you go this way and you get the artist shack. Everything lines up a little too conveniently. There, it looks like could be an item up that way. Fuck. I don't know if the bears drop anything, but I'm going for 100% item completion. I need to check this one little loop. What the fuck was that sound? What the fuck is that sound? Is that the fucking land octopus making that sound? No. No. That just gave me chills. No, it's this way. What the fuck was that sound? It sounded like people screaming in pain. I think we circle back around to it. So you hit up the shack, and then you can turn around and loop back in, but if you look around, it's clearly guiding you this way. Right? So it's a death drop on every other ledge except the one that lets you walk to Kenneth Height. Now his positioning makes way more fucking sense to me. As does the position of this graveyard. I was like, why the fuck is this here? In the middle of nowhere. You would never wind up here unless you're looking for things. But now on this pathway, it's like, oh. Yeah, that shit's kind of obvious. Wait a minute. Fuck.
be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height, servant to the True Order and celebrated repudiator of the false
The True Order.
country. Grant me succor.
Sucker.
You've come to lend me your aid, have you? Well, that's very kind, but no. The help is very much appreciated, even from a tarnished.
What?
Despite appearances, nobility is no prerequisite to serving the True Order. You might have heard of me, Kenneth Height. Next in line is the rightful ruler of Limgrave.
It just opens up with
Untarnished.
prejudice. I didn't even notice that.
A boon of you. I want you to take back my fort. It lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. A knight commander from Stormvale took it. A fool.
What the fuck? Did he what? Have I never listened to him before?
Blood. What are you waiting for? A kiss goodbye? My fort lies to the south, beyond. Oh, I see. You wish to know the reward. Fret not. The great Kenneth Height is known for his considerable largesse. The celebrations will be lavish indeed upon the dawn of my fort's retrieval. Yes. Now, allow me to furnish you with a little advice. I would take great care to avoid Godric's tarnished hunts were I in your shoes. That depraved lot are obsessed with sacrificing tarnished like you for the sake of grafting. Honestly, Godric's nothing more than a jumped-up country bumpkin. Lord? Oh, don't make me laugh. First, he hid himself amongst the womenfolk to flee the capital, then hid from Radahn in that castle. Then he insulted Melania, lost to her in battle, only to lick her boots rather than die like a man. Has he no shame, the big girl's blouse? And to think, he's the blood of Godfrey, last of the golden lineage. Though you almost wouldn't know it to look at him. Yeah, I almost feel sorry for the chap the more I think of it.
He just kind of listed the bosses in a very particular order that lines up with this list I have to my right that I wrote like 4 weeks ago. Radahn is the first phase of Rabido, and then Melania is the second. So hiding from Radahn and then getting beaten by Melania, that's a very weird way to list all out of literally like 20 bosses in the fucking game. There's those two listed in relation to Godric. When the whole thing is doing them in a different order, he's telling you the order you would need to do them in, and he's all about the true order. Dude, how the fuck did no one piece this together yet? Like, every single thing the NPCs tell you, it just lines up.
What are you waiting for?
I guess it's hindsight is 2020 kind of thing. I'm like, damn, now that I know alchemy in real life, everything makes so much sense. So head south. There's a tree, so very clearly head towards the tree, right? Is that what it's... I'm not even gonna look at what the fuck I need to do. Did I just... I'm gonna run straight south towards the Erd tree here and see if we can grab some things. Oh, we're gonna have to fight the... Okay. Rune Bear. I have a song for you. You can call it a swan song, if you will. Right? Snake snails shaped like swans. Deathbird. Swan song. Spirit calling. Sometimes you shouldn't lead on with as much as you know, right? Not playing dumb, but just not assuming what you know is true. So, Snake Society of Deathbirds with snails that sing conjuring songs. Took me a long time to piece that together. That was a last night discovery. was like, oh yeah, all of the snakes. They look like swans, don't they? Are you fucking with me, Mimic? Did you really just do that? He's like, wake up. This is why we summoned the Mimic. I was actually... like the most like, really? Don't poke resting bears. I guess my Mimic's never heard of that one. Leave the sleeping bears the fuck alone. Tell me these are blue. They're not. Oh shit. Ow. Sorry, bear. Yoink. I was here to collect fireflies. No, I'm just kidding. I thought there might be a blue drop. It's actually kind of fucked up that there's not. There's a bunch of bears here, and it's like, you actually don't need to kill these. Really? Well, fuck. Okay, this is gonna guide you to something important. Now we're going backwards, though. Where are you taking me? Actually, I think it wants me to go to the Church of America. If we're going off of sight, it would be one of the better areas to wind up. Because he does say just go south to my fort, but it's because he wants his fort back. Selfishly. Oh, fuck. Don't do it. I know what you're thinking, but don't think it. Where the fuck are you taking me? Actually, I do appreciate you going just far enough from the rune bear that I wouldn't pull aggro. The zigzag pattern. Oh, it walked me around an ambush, actually. Okay. So this is how you were supposed to meet Blythe? Do you hear the howling in the mistwood? Come on. Come on. Okay, fine. Mission accomplished. After like a fucking 5-minute fight. Just for a flower. Nah, I any blue item I suspect you need for absolution. The blue light is the astrologer path is a good way to put it. Axe talisman. I'm gonna call it the astrologer ending. If it's true and I get it, I get to name it. So it's like a disease, right? If you discover it, you get to name it. Actually, it's if you're the first infected with it. So I'm the first infected with the madness of becoming the true Elden Lord. So no matter what, if it happens, I get to name it. No matter who discovers it, if I helped them. Because I discovered the path. No! And was infected with the madness. Why? Actually, I did just hear about recently, like, someone was like, oh, I was the first infected with this thing, and I get to name it, so, I was like, wow. I wouldn't have normally thought anything of those, or drew the comparison, but I heard it recently.
Welcome, dear customer. Yes, right this way. Right this way. Welcome, valued customer. Come, trade in our wandering emporium. Please, buy something. I'm hungry. I've been hungry so long. Please?
He has meat, but he eats runes, which are souls, question mark? Is that what it's saying? Alright. He hunts to trade tarnished? Is that what it's like hinting at? So... we are going this way, we talk to him, we continue forward. There's a bear. There's a cliff. Cliffs are typically where you turn around, you get a good view. Oh, this is how you would get there without triggering the fucking archers. That's cool. I don't know about this way, but... what am I supposed to be looking at here? Oh, this totally looks like something was ripped away from the center, like the crucible. Wait a second. Wait a second. Okay. Protect that with your life, bird. Okay. So... are those the ruins that... I think it is. That's where Selen is. Will I be able to see it from the top of this tower? That changes so much. So we're seeing the demi-humans attack the knights. That was supposed to show us the grace down below to circle. Oh, you need these? Nope, never mind. So Godric's Knight is sworn to blood. Is that implying that Moog has some sort of influence over? I have several questions. Okay. Gonna think about it. We gotta do a little bit of detective work. Blood Knight, it is a Blood Knight. So this guy works for Moog. So what's the problem with that? Is that he was called Godric's Knight, and he's very clearly wearing Godric's colors. Ow. Ow. Is Godric's color supposed to just tell us the story? If Marika is the poison snake, Glowmite Queen Death, and green, right, which would be trees, then also Radagon is his own fire giant, Red King, and they're fused together, right, grafted together. Then his colors would be poison green mixed with the orange giant red hair, right? So is the color just confirming it all? Because then Saint Trina being poison and death being poisonous, and Scarlet Rot being like a natural cycle, and then the poison mist being called, where's it? Ashavor. I accidentally read this fucking spell description and was like, oh. Those who dwell within poison know rot all too well. So it's the same as Scarlet Rot. The death that begets life, pretty much means create, allows it to become, that comes to all equally. That is to say, it is the cycle of rebirth put into practice. At least I'm pretty sure in this context. Beget? In existence by the process of reproduction. Give rise to. Yeah, allow it to exist. Bring about. Right? It allows it to exist. Its creation. It allows for its creation. It brings it about. So it allows for the creation of life, right? Begets life. That comes to all equally, right? It's death that creates life. It is the cycle. If Snake is cycle, poisonous death, Marika's death, Glowmite Queen, Snake, Bonnie Village, Snake, Glowmite Queen, Hornsent, right? The Hornsent are trying to make the shaman into a god. What god? Well, when you summon the Hornsent, he's using death magic, the Glowmite Queen's Godslayer Flame. So, that fire is the Glowmite Queen's fire. If Marika's people were stuffed into the jars of the people trying to make the Glowmite Queen, and then she came about, right? They created the Glowmite Queen by proxy. And normally I would say she rose up and killed the grandmother, but she left a prayer offering to the grandmother, and the only thing we know is that Marika killed the lion Sirash with Horlu, right? That's the story. So it's like, even though I've tried to poke, you know, as many holes in it as possible, No. I don't know exactly what the problem is. Kind of just points towards one thing. America is the night sky. She wants to be the moon and the silver, and was created by the true moon, which is Renala's people, which is why I think maybe Renala could be the Glowmite Queen as well, but then a lot of things unalign, right? They don't make sense. Like, why is the Putrescent Knight called the Glowmite Queen Knight, and that's Nicola and Saint Trina's and like guardian? Why is Melina the one with the Glowmite Queen powers and says that Marika is her mom, right? We know that people are born with their powers. So if Marika gave birth to someone with the Glowmite Queen powers, that just means she's the Glowmite Queen again, right? It's like, as much as I try to poke holes in it, we just keep getting back to the same place. Marika's the fucking Glowmite Queen. As much as I'm like, I don't understand how else we can cut it to where it looks any other way. Even when I try to humor it, like Ronnie's the Glowmite Queen. She's never referred to as that. The only one that gets the purple power, right? The mix of blue and red, the Glowmite Queen's power, is Melina. So it seems like, oh, maybe I was supposed to go through. Oh, do you draw the try symbol? I think I fucked up the order, but I think you're supposed to, yeah, be got by blood. I'm supposed to talk to this guy. I'm supposed to follow the road, the yellow brick road. Is that the joke? The demi-humans wax wroth, now their mother's been taken. Where are you, Lord Kenneth? The blood, or the night bedeviled by blood. So it's ironic that Kenneth is saying that... Oh! That is actually really good. That's the difference between Kenneth and Godfrey, right? Kenneth is a lord as well, Lord Kenneth of that castle. So I get it. That is actually really cool. It's what I thought the like meaning was, right? What is the true measure of a lord? It's someone willing to rely on the strength of others who, you know, outclass them in other ways. It's like the whole thing. So if Kenneth is better than Godric because he doesn't kill and subjugate people. He's a lord, but he's not weak in like will, right? He can just be like, oh, actually, I'm not strong. People deserve to live, and I will just find a strong knight to help me, right? The thing is, the knight that was helping him was begot by truth, right? So, but then we find out the truth of the knights, ironically. Like a weird backwards logic. He's seeking truth, so he's murdering, but Kenneth's whole thing is that he's not killing people, right? That's the secret, don't kill people. Excuse me, Piggy. So I'm gonna jump through that. I just want to make sure there's no blue item up ahead. Coffins. Usually there's something. Not a blue item, but fucking super important. The hell? Where does that take us? What is it pointing at? Oh. And then this is where you would wind up at Blythe's whole thing. That's super cool, actually. God damn, the lineup is real. I'm like, what is it aligned with? It's actually pointing towards Blythe. So... the original route that I drew like a month ago is the better route. Now that I'm trying this other one, not quite as good. Hello, Beetle. Oh, as much as I would love to crack that thing open for some health, it doesn't deserve to die. It even waited there for me. It was such a kind little beetle. That shit lines up so well. It's like, oh, you must have been on a whole journey around that peninsula through the woods. Oh, and I forgot to pick up the other thing at the fucking tree. Alright, I fucked up the entirety of Kenneth's area just now because I realized that we were doing it wrong. It might be better to jump down, go backwards through, meet Yura, and then circle around. Because he has a voice line for it. So now we're rolling up to Yura, but we're gonna miss the voice line. Yeah. Yeah. God damn, this game is crazy. So you actually don't jump back up right away? What the fuck? This is crazy. Okay. No, I thought the caves would be the bottom. No? Yeah, because you want to go to the Church of Dragon Communion after Yura mentions it. You want to do this before Yura. So we're coming up at the wrong path, but that's actually not where it's guiding me towards. It points me this way. And then Selen's right here. And then we walk backwards. Okay, so I fucked up the pathing, but not really. This would be pointing me back towards that way. I didn't ruin the pathing, it's just not the fastest possible way to do it. Waypoint Ruins. So this would be about halfway through. The reason I didn't snap for Blythe is that Kale has a line of dialogue. Fuck, dude. I literally had a better map out before last time. I might have to restart. So you go up through Kali, you hit this up. It turns you around. You go outside, you hit the water. You see the thing pointing you towards the catacombs. You loop the catacombs like I did. Then you put back out towards the coastline, which circles you back to the church, right? You hit here, you're at the church. So you've looped your first tiny loop to the church without the map piece. See, that's another problem, is we didn't pick up the map piece right away. So it's like some of this you're supposed to do without the map. And then I guess you're supposed to wonder where the map is after you've looped around back to where you are. You're supposed to be like, wait, where am I? I'm running around in circles. Right? If you're just holding forward. Check the map. There's a little marker here. There's clouds. But if you went into this cave, you would be the clouds here would be cleared because you were underground right by it. So you would see the little marker. It would be hinting to run up. This is the problem now. I think these are supposed to guide you. I think these are supposed to guide you. And it pointed me directly towards this tower south. So it's trying to say wind up there. But then when I turn around, it's pointing me... This shit doesn't make any sense. What? That would be south by southeast. And then, yeah, I guess north by north. I guess they didn't point the right direction. Hello, ma'am.
Are we? No wonder you should turn up here. I am Selen, a sorcerer, quite plainly. Why are you here?
I don't know.
A yen for glintstone sorceries. Well, your aptitude does appear passable, but one must choose one's masters wisely. I was exiled from the Academy of Rea Lucaria as a reviled, apostate witch. Do you still wish to learn from me?
Let me reconsider.
Yes, I think that would be wise. We must choose our masters wisely.
She just said that that's a good thing for me to decide. Okay. So I know that there's a scroll for teaching. Is that supposed to be the thing that guides me to Selen? We'll go through visuals. You hit a literal fucking wall. So you turn around. Okay. You jump over. You see a big flower. Spiral up to the top. Where do we go? Fuck, there's an item right there? Wait, what the fuck? Who put an item up there? How have I never noticed that? I was joking, but there's actually an item. Holy shit, they wanted you to do that. Who put this fucking item right here? Nope, that's gonna explode. All right. Let's get off the horse when we get up there and see if my character... Yay, okay. Saint Trina. So a follower of Mikola put Selen... And so these guys are walking back up. Is that a sign to walk back towards the entrance now? Oh shit. All right. There's a grace like right here. Yeah, because the whole thing is going backward. Like what? Like it. You're supposed to be going forward and also backwards. Like when do you know to go backwards and when do you, it's the most like, oh ha ha ha. Remember when we joked about it being uncertain? Like, yeah. Unsheath. So these are invading katana wielders. Kind of like that. Fuck.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog.
I forgot this was a trigger point. I should have kept going forward or backwards.
offer you an accord.
Okay. She's wearing gray.
Heard of the Finger Maidens?
It was very clear. She reveals through the cloak that she's the Grey Maiden. Finger Maiden serve the two fingers, offer guidance and aid to the tarnished. Okay.
But you, I am afraid, are maidenless.
Technically, I have a ghost maiden. My maiden's
Play
dead.
the role of maiden,
My maiden is guiding me, actually.
turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree.
Okay, so I need only take you with me. Let me refuse and reconsider.
Understand? I'm asking you to put faith in but a stranger. Yet I'm certain that we can reach an understanding.
Do I have to tell everyone no?
Grace, if you should reconsider.
Is that actually the secret? So I'm gonna call it here, but I should at least point out what I've been talking about. Yura is within this spot right here, right? And if you go and fight the Bloody Finger and move too far upward, he goes down, he winds up right here. But when we, on my, I don't know if I even streamed it actually, but I ran, talked to Bach, and then jumped down right here, right? Where the lines are guiding you. And then I talked to Patches after the invasion and then left this way, and Yura was still right here. He didn't move this way after the invasion. It was weird. But here, I should prove it, right? He is right there, right? So we triggered him here. We just saw him. He's by the campfire. If I run through here, through that bridge, and then summon him, and then run backwards, he should be under the ruins where we just left, instead of in the next spot. I think the wiki has this correct as well, but it's just, I want to kind of show what I'm talking about, where they say this is optional, but this is kind of what I meant by, like, there's a path very clearly looping around, right? So say we dropped down before when I said to. I need to shave. I hate facial hair so much now. I have like a whole goatee and everything. It's just so itchy and annoying. Okay, so this is Patches' cave. We would have been jumping down from there like we did and coming backwards. We'd be able to see the cave a bit easier, and then the Bloody Finger wouldn't be fucking 9 miles away from us, right? It'd be like closer to where we were. Heal up, you're gonna need it, buddy. Oh shit. It's okay, Yura. You showed up. You were there for me when I needed you emotionally. Okay. With his objective accomplished, Bloody Finger Hunter Yura has returned to their world, right? Very particular phrasing. Returned to their world. They were a soul that we conjured, according to Egon's quest. That's like not paraphrasing. That's how he fucking says it. He's like, hey, you should take this finger and summon my soul. All right. Where are the ambushes? Maybe we end it on a dragon fight, huh? Please don't mind me. Don't get up on my account. Okay, you guys are kind of blocking the treasure chest, though. Gonna have to clear the way, unfortunately. Time for mushroom. I don't want to kill Patches. I think it's one of those things where it's like, so we seek forgiveness. We're just opening treasure chests and looting things. He's like, you're stealing my shit. Does he have a grovel for mercy reaction in this first fight? Does he have a calm down? Where the fuck is it? I know I have it. Don't know where it is. Oh. Calm down, Patches. Alright, fine. I'm sure you do.
Finally come round, have you? I knew you would. You're a man of reason. True and true. Well, what do you know? You're tarnished, like me. Now, how did I get that wrong? I took you for a demi-human or some such. An innocent mistake, I assure you. Well, water under the bridge. Now we're squared up. How about we play nice from now on?
Forgive and forget.
True man of reason. Just what I like about you. I'm Patches. Patches the Untethered. Tarnished like you, only free-spirited. Nomadic, you might say. Only for now, those retired soldiers turned bandits. They're paying for my gruel. In exchange for my, well, showing them the ropes. But honestly, this looting racket is bloody terrifying. Frankly, I'm ready to wash my hands clean. Maybe set up a legitimate shop. So don't be a stranger. I'll be ready to wheel and deal.
As I inch towards the exit. Alright, you're forgiven.
Don't forget to pop back for another visit. I'll be ready to wheel and deal. Come next.
Wheel and deal, huh? So, which way does it set us out towards if we just walk out the front door? Do I have a medium roll? What if I take this off? Light roll. That explains it. I wasn't rolling as far or as fast as I could have been because of that torch. Alright. Yeah, it definitely points to the right here. The way that the map opens up. So now we go back and talk to Yura for the first time, and he will have a line of dialogue regarding the person we just fought. Also, what the fuck? Is that just a coffin in the middle of the... Huh. Wait. No. No, I want the... All right. No, he did move. How the fuck did we do it before? It's actually better to do it the way that I said, where you're supposed to drop down from Bach after you actually, I don't even know if you need to do Bach, but if you go up here to the Murkwater coast, you drop down and then walk backwards through, and then when you kill him here, Yura should have a thing. I already have to reset the timeline because I fucked up. I missed all of his interactions here in the summoning for the dragon fight, I think. But I just needed to test it anyway. Because if not, then that means the way that I did it before is like what you need to do. But I don't know what sets the trigger off beforehand. Because it's a line of dialogue, which means it's coded into the game. We'll kill the dragon so that we end on a climactic note. But I'm going to have to go and kill this dragon again by myself. So we'll do it with a mimic. Ow! Fine. Just miss every shot. All right. I will call it here. A new draconic power is available at the cathedral. I think I already bought all of the ones available, so it's just good to know that it lets you know, but... Well, the lighting is all kinds of fucked. Or am I just covered in, like, ink? The hell? Is it from rolling around in here? What the hell's on my character? Well... We must search for a blasphemous truth, right? Which would make us an oath seeker. The past version of me, dead. That Silver Knight for now.